Now we can import our files. To do this, I'm going to drag my folder containing my files and drop it into a project folder in the File Navigator. And in this case, our files represent spleen samples stained with a myeloid cocktail. So here we have 2 experimental groups, and then I have a series of isotype controls. Ideally these would be FMOs, and I'll describe how we use them to do the auto-phenotyping of our clusters. So the first thing we want to do is to set the custom parameter names to match the markers that we are going to use in our phenotyping. To do this, open the pull-up drawer, click on the Parameters tab, and this is where you'll see the parameter labels as recorded in the instrument, the user labels, which is what the user used to define each parameter, and then the custom labels. Now the custom labels can be edited using a double click. You can also copy the user labels or the parameter labels to the custom labels column by right clicking, choosing add to custom labels, and either the user labels or the parameter labels. This is just a faster way to copy what you have here into the custom labels. From here we want to label each of the parameters to match the marker that is being recorded in that channel. So I'm simply going to delete the fluorochrome from each of my different parameters. Just like that. And you can see I've done this for sample 1, which is highlighted. If I click sample 2, you'll see that this hasn't been updated. Now once we have changed the custom labels for one sample, right click on that sample, choose copy and gates, select all of the other samples, right click, choose paste and gates. And even though we're not copying and pasting actual gates, it does copy and paste the various settings. That could be the range of a file, or in this case, the custom label names. So now that you can see, as I click through all of my samples, they all have the same parameter names in the custom labels column. Now I recommend saving the analysis. So choose File and Save As. This is where you can choose either a GLF, which will create an XML and link it to the FCS files themselves, or you can save a GateLogic experiment file, which will compress and combine all of the FCS files and the XML into a single file. And this is what I'll use in this case. So I'll choose GateLogic experiment, and then I'll just cluster demo. Click Save. And you'll see the progress as it goes through and saves each individual file. So this might take a few seconds, but it's not too long. Now in this case, I'm clustering files with approximately 300,000 events. The clustering process will be longer or shorter depending on how complex the files are in terms of the number of parameters and how many events are in each file. Okay, so the saving process has been completed. It just means we can reload our analysis in its current state if for any reason we needed to start again.